Welcome to Ci Vemos una peli. Today, we present the fourth part of sci-fi films that have been unjustly overlooked. In this segment, we will continue to explore those gems that, despite their contributions to the genre, have not received the recognition they deserve. In this video, we will cover stories that span from virtual realities and journeys into space to intricate concepts such as transhumanism and artificial intelligence. Some of these films became cult classics, while others faded into obscurity over time, but they all share something in common. They deserve to be seen and remembered. Are you ready to discover more of these fascinating works? Come along with me on this journey through the best of sci-fi. A Friend for Frank from 2012. This charming film presents Frank, an elderly ex-jewel thief who lives alone and confronts the challenges of old age and memory loss. His life will be transformed when his son gives him a robot assistant, created to aid him in his daily routine. Nevertheless, Frank perceives the robot as a partner to strategize one final significant achievement. This story blends science fiction with human drama, exploring the relationship between technology and human emotions, and how technological advancements can redefine our personal connections. The main cast includes Frank Langella portraying Frank, the charming ex-thief, Susan Sarandon as the librarian, and Peter Sager lending his voice to the robot. Why is it worth it? Because it's a cozy, intimate film that balances humor with drama beautifully, as well as providing us with a unique perspective on how robots can integrate into our daily lives. Interestingly, the robot in the film was operated by an actress inside it, and its design was modeled after real-life medical assistance robots. In a post-apocalyptic setting, humans are forced to live in bunkers, hiding from an invasion of monstrous beings that threaten their existence. Joel, a young man who is insecure yet determined, embarks on a dangerous journey of about 25 miles to reunite with his girlfriend. On his journey, he will encounter various dangers, learning to survive and rediscovering his inner bravery along the way. The main cast includes Dylan O'Brien as Joel, the young man ready to sacrifice everything for love, and Jessica Hedwig as Amy, his girlfriend. Michael Rooker portrays Clyde, the seasoned survivor who mentors him during his travels. Why should you watch it? This film features a blend of action, romance, and comedy, serving as a reminder that love and hope can thrive even in the bleakest times. Interestingly, the creature designs were inspired by insects and sea creatures, leading to the creation of truly unique and frightening monsters. First, from the year of the year of the year, this low-budget yet ambitious work follows two engineers who accidentally create a time machine in their garage. As they experiment with their discoveries, their lives become complicated as they face ethical dilemmas and the unpredictable consequences of altering time. We highlight the main actors, including Jean Carruth, who directed, wrote, and edited the film, portraying Aaron, and David Sullivan as Abe, his partner in this adventure. Why watch it? Primer presents a narrative puzzle that invites viewers to navigate its intricate time travel storyline, establishing itself as a masterpiece for lovers of thought-provoking science fiction. As a fun fact, the film was made on a budget of just $7,000, which makes it one of the most remarkable accomplishments in modern independent filmmaking. Cloverfield, from the year of the year of the year. Cloverfield is narrated through a handheld camera, depicting a group of friends in New York struggling to survive against a giant creature's assault. The first-person viewpoint thrusts viewers into the chaos, offering a raw and intense experience. The cast includes Michael Stoll David portraying Rob, the main character of the story. Lizzie Kaplan plays Marlena, one of his friends, and Jessica Lucas portrays Lily, another survivor. It is worth watching because it revolutionized the monster genre by blending horror with an innovative found footage narrative. Interestingly, the production kept the monster's identity hidden until the release, creating significant buzz and speculation among fans. Ad Astra tells the incredible story of astronaut Rod Mabry's journey through the cosmos. A reserved and perfectionist man whose life revolves around his profession. The story kicks off with the Earth being rocked by a series of enigmatic energy pulses that pose a serious threat to civilization as we know it. The origin of these pulses is tracked to a scientific installation located at the edge of the solar system, referred to as Project Lima. This mission is headed by the legendary Clifford Martin Bright, Roy's father, who went missing decades ago and was declared dead. Roy will be recruited to travel to Mars, where he is entrusted with an extremely delicate task to send a message to his father, as it is suspected that Clifford is still alive and may be responsible for the pulses threatening humanity. In his search, Roy will confront various challenges, both physical and emotional, which include the risks of space travel and the emotional struggles he has hidden for years. Among the main actors, we find Brad Pitt, who plays Rob McBride, a man who holds back his emotions, fighting against the pressures of family and career while he seeks answers in the universe's farthest corners. Tommy Lee Jones, who portrays Clifford McBride, a complicated figure whose scientific goals drove him to emotionally disconnect from his family, along with Ruth Negga in the role of Helen Leandros, a crucial ally who offers Roy insights into the mysteries of Project Lima, all while coping with her own losses tied to the mission. Why is it worth watching? Because Ad Astra is a deeply introspective film that will explore human psychology in extreme situations. It is not just a space journey, but a meditation on loneliness, sacrifice, and the longing for disconnection, all presented with incredibly impressive visual and sound design. In his portrayal, Brad Pitt delivers a performance rich in nuances that encapsulates the essence of a man divided between his responsibilities and suppressed feelings, which contributes additional layers of depth to the story. As an interesting note, to attain a significant level of authenticity, in order to achieve a high level of realism, director James Gale consulted experts in astronomy and physics who present a realistic view of space travel. Furthermore, the movie is inspired by classic literature, including Homer's The Odyssey and Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness. This is reflected in its narrative structure and philosophical themes. Strange Days, set against the chaotic backdrop of New Year's Eve in Los Angeles during the 1990s, immerses viewers in a dystopian future characterized by social tension, violence, and advanced technology. In this decaying world, individuals have the ability to flee from reality and experience their most vivid and sensory memories through a device known as Squib, which connects directly to the brain. This technology, originally created for lawful applications, has turned into the heart of a black market that sells these experiences as if they were narcotics. Lenny Nero, the protagonist, is a former police officer who has become a dealer of illegal memories. And while he seems to enjoy living on the edge of the law, Lenny will be stuck in his past. The realm of this sea will bring me happiness when he receives a deeply unsettling Squib recording, showcasing a brutal murder from the victim's perspective. This discovery will drag him into a dark mystery that uncovers a complex political and police conspiracy. The film intertwines a plot full of suspense, injury, and moral dilemmas, exploring themes such as corruption, systemic racism, the technological obsession, and the loss of humanity in an increasingly power and capital-controlled world. Among the main actors, we find Ralph Fiennes, who plays Cheryl Lennon, Angela Bassett, who shines as Mace, a driver of the Hemiocene who combines strength, intelligence, and loyalty, and Juliette Lewis, who portrays Faith, a femme fatale whose history with Lenny and her choices turn her into a crucial piece of the puzzle. Why watch it? With Catherine Bigelow at the helm, Strange Days delivers a one-of-a-kind visual and narrative experience, blending sci-fi and suspense while reflecting deeply on important social issues. The movie addresses intricate matters like power abuse, surveillance, the effects of technology on personal intimacy, and the disconnection of humanity in a hyper-connected society. Angela Bassett and Ralph Fiennes deliver performances that enrich the story, bringing an emotional intensity that perfectly aligns with the film's atmosphere of despair and chaos. As a curious fact, the story was originally conceived by James Cameron, who penned the screenplay in the 1980s, intending to direct the film himself. After directing True Lies and getting ready for other projects, he decided to let Catherine Bigelow take over, who added her unique touch and sensitivity, creating a visually impressive and emotionally charged narrative. Furthermore, the film unsettlingly omitted many of the social and technological tensions we experience today. Hark on Harry from 2015. It is a bold and innovative proposal that redefines how we experience action cinema. The narrative starts with Harry awakening without any memories of his past, only to find out that he has undergone cybernetic enhancements following a deadly accident. Before you can understand what is happening, you will find yourself caught in an intense conflict. His wife Stell, who assisted him in his cybernetic transformation, is kidnapped by Akam, a villain with telekinetic powers and plans to create an army of cybernetic soldiers. Narrated completely from Henry's first-person viewpoint, the film immerses the audience in the role of the main character. While Henry chases Akam to save Stell, he will encounter numerous challenges, ranging from close combat to high-speed chases and chaotic shootouts. Among the main actors, we find Charles Trocouple, who plays Jimmy, a chameleon-like character that guides Henry throughout the story, and Daniela Zawoski as Akam, a charming yet ruthless villain, and Helen Bennett as Stella, Henry's spouse. Why is it worth watching? Because Harold Ron Henry is not just an action movie, but a unique immersive experience. Since it is crafted completely from a first-person viewpoint, it allows the audience to feel directly engaged in the narrative, almost as if they were the main character themselves. The action scenes are meticulously choreographed, with a creativity that challenges the conventions of traditional cinema, spanning from fierce shootouts to impressive acrobatic feats. Every moment is designed to keep the adrenaline at its peak. In addition, the film goes beyond mere action, exploring Henry's identity and his relationships with the characters surrounding him, particularly with Jimmy and Estelle. This brings an emotional layer that balances the high-stakes confrontations. As a fun fact, the film was directed by Elon Musk Jr., who leveraged his background in music videos to craft this visually daring work. The financing aspect of Harcourt Herrick was successfully secured through a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo, where enthusiastic fans supported the project because of its unique and original proposal. Additionally, the production utilized GoPro cameras to capture a first-person perspective, which presented a unique technical and artistic challenge in its genre. Scanners, set in the year MC Kansali. Within the universe of scanners, people with exceptional psychic powers, including telepathy and telekinesis, are commonplace rather than rare, but instead are the outcome of a botched medical experiment. These people, referred to as scanners, have abilities that enable them to manipulate minds, create hallucinations, and, in severe instances, cause physical harm to others just by focusing their thoughts. Cameron Bale, a man who lives a secluded life because of the unsettling expressions of his psychic powers, is found by the concept. A clandestine organization dedicated to researching scanners, recruited by the Doctor. Cool Rod, the scientist behind the concept, Cameron will find out that his skills can be utilized to face Daryl Reebok, another scanner possessing enhanced abilities who spearheads a rebellion to seize control of society. Among the main cast we find Stephen Leck, who plays Cameron Bale, a scanner with significant evolution, Michael Ironside, who stands out as Daryl Reebok, the charming yet terrifying antagonist, and Pat McGuigan, alongside Dr. Paul Rudd, the scientist who leads Cameron and keeps several secrets about the reality of scanners. It is important to mention that Scanners stands out as one of David Cronenberg's most notable works, a director recognized for his talent in merging science fiction, horror, and social issues. The film explores the dangers of corporate exploitation and the manipulation of medical sciences, but it also delves into issues of identity, power, and the consequences of playing with the laws of nature. Scanner is visually unsettling, showcasing practical effects that are regarded as one of a kind even now. The well-known head scene continues to be one of the most striking in film history. This scene exemplifies Cronenberg's dedication to visceral detail and crafting memorable images. As a fun fact, the head scene was created using handcrafted techniques. They used a fake head packed with food remnants, such as meat, gelatin, and syrup to mimic human flesh. For the final effect, a shotgun was fired off camera to make the explosion as realistic and graphic as possible. This practical technique solidified Scanner's status as a genre masterpiece and a benchmark for special effects. In the year, 1998, Max Cohen is an exceptionally talented mathematician, yet he is also a man who suffers greatly within. His life is marked by his obsession with numbers and the quest for a universal pattern that explains the workings of the cosmos. Max is convinced that mathematics serves as a hidden language of the universe, and that every natural event conceals a decipherable pattern. As he toils away in his cramped apartment, cluttered with cables, screens, and handwritten algorithms, Max creates a supercomputer he calls Euclid. In the course of his research, Euclid produces a seemingly random number consisting of 216 digits. Max begins to suspect that this number may contain a transcendental truth. It could be the key to predicting stock market movements or even understanding the name of God according to the numerology of the Torah. However, his discovery will not go unnoticed. On one hand, an Orthodox Jewish religious group pursues him, believing that the number he found is the true name of God, and they wish for him to share it to unravel divine secrets. On the other hand, a powerful financial corporation also seeks to control this knowledge, seeing the potential to explore and exploit the number for their own economic benefits. Among the main characters, we find John Goulet as Max Cohen, the mathematical genius Mark McGallis as Sol Ronson, Max's mentor, and Pamela Hart as Manson Dawn, a representative of the financial corporation. Why is it worth it? And it is much more than a psychological thriller. It is a philosophical and visual exploration of themes such as obsession, chaos and order, and the limits of human understanding. The movie uses mathematics, serving as a metaphor for contemplating the human longing to discover purpose in a seemingly chaotic universe. Interestingly, this was the first film directed by Darren Aronofsky, who would eventually emerge as a pivotal figure in independent film, known for works such as Wrecking Ball for a Dream and Black Swan. P was created with a very low budget of $60,000, partly funded by friends and family support. Despite its financial limitations, the film made a significant impact at film festivals and opened doors for the director's career. Moon, from the year of Sam Bell, a solitary astronaut, finds himself at the end of his 3-year contract working on a lunar base for a corporation extracting energy for Earth. Yet, a startling discovery raises doubts about everything he understands regarding his mission and identity. In the lead roles, we see Sam Crowell portraying Sam Bell in a remarkable performance. Kevin Spacey as the voice of Gertie, the artificial intelligence of the base. Why is it worth it? Under the direction of Duncan Jones, Moon stands out as a masterpiece in introspective science fiction, featuring an emotional storyline and an unforgettable performance from Sam Rockwell. As a fun fact, the movie was filmed in only 33 days with a limited budget, yet it made a substantial critical impact. Transcendence, created by Dr. Will Castor, stands as a groundbreaking work in artificial intelligence, renowned for its groundbreaking advancements in developing machines that can process and store information like never before. Alongside his wife Evelyn and colleague Max Waters, Will is engaged in a project that combines human consciousness with advanced technology, when transcending the physical limitations of the body and mind. However, Will's work is not without controversy. His research will attract the attention of a radical anti-technology group known as RIF, Revolutionary Independence Front Energy, which views his projects as a threat to humanity. During an attack on his facilities, Will is severely injured with a radioactive poison, leaving him with little time to live. In a desperate attempt to save him, Evelyn and Max decide to carry out an extreme experiment, uploading Will's consciousness into an advanced supercomputer that he himself helped create. Against all odds, the process works, and Will is reborn in digital form. Although he initially seems to be the same man, it soon becomes clear that his intelligence and capabilities have evolved beyond any human limits. Among the main actors, we find Johnny Depp, in the role of Will Castor, a brilliant scientist whose digital transformation sparks ethical and philosophical inquiries, with Rebecca Hall as Evelyn Castor, Will's spouse, and Paul Bettany, who evolves into his most passionate critic. Why should you watch it? Transcendence is a film that explores the complicated relationships between technology, humanity, and moral questions. At a time when artificial intelligence and biotechnology are constant topics of debate, the story raises fundamental questions. How far should we go in playing God? And what occurs when our humanity intertwines with the limitless power of machines? Interestingly, this film was Wally Fish's first directorial effort after winning an Oscar for his cinematography in Inception. Despite receiving mixed reviews, the film is a testament to Fisher's goal of telling stories that combine science and human feelings. Although it had a mixed reception, Transcendence remains a work that invites reflection on the ethical implications of technological advancements and the impact they may have on our essence as human beings. Thus, we wrap up this captivating exploration of several science fiction films that have been unfairly overlooked. All of these works, in their own ways, have proven that the genre is not solely focused on amazing special effects, but also on stories that challenge our views of the future, the technology, and ultimately, our humanity itself. Ranging from adrenaline-packed adventures to the most profound ethical dilemmas, these movies remind us that science fiction serves as both a reflection of our society and a glimpse into what we could potentially become. If any of these films were not on your radar, now is the perfect opportunity to give them a shot. And if you are already familiar with them, we hope we've provided you with a fresh perspective to enjoy them even more. Don't forget to share your thoughts and tell me which of these films is your favorite or which one you would add to the list. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join us in future videos where we will continue exploring the best cinema and science fiction. See you in the next video.